This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the winners of 6 straight LSU Tigers taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Wants to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Oh, he makes the catch. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. There was no catching at that time.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
They'll test the right side here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First out and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On first down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down play coming up. Throwing off play action. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters in the part of that receiver. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quick throw caught on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Here's a target, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Oh, that is a tough drop for the offense. This tight end is normally very reliable as an option down here in the red zone. And if the quarterback can't depend on him in these situations, it can really limit what you...
And they will score. Touchdown, tie. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops it just short of the marker. 4th down now. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Quick throw to the right, looking for the 1st down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
See what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They'll try to run for the 1st down. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. As we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead here. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And it's a bunch formation. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. And we're able to get him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. That's enough to move the sticks. 1st down now from the 23.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like he's going to run it. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Boy, shout out to this defense. What a play. Great job of getting penetration. Hey, they're backed up near their goal line. Does not prevent them from sniffing out that trickery of the jet sweep. Good job of picking that one up.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Now a crucial third down and goal. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, this is somewhat of a surprise to me. These guys have been great on third down all year long. Top 25 in the country. But just not enough on this one. You got to think they wish they could get that route back to run it past the sticks.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. The running back here in a direct snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Caught over the middle. It's Padrino. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Breaks free. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. Has the first down and more. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Grab made by the tight end. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway. Snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made by the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. Tackle made after a big gain. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Breaks into the clear, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
They add the extra point and the lead down 21-0. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Play action here on first down. On the run here, lets it go. Finds an open target on the left side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They've got him down out near the 40. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Padrino. Timeout is called to tuck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He grabs it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. They couldn't stop him there.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Fires it to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Chris, what a shot, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
See what he can do with the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. To begin the drive here, set up at the 30. It's a shotgun run call.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. First down, looking to throw the ball. What a catch! Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receiver.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. With the sack on first down, it's second down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense. Third down. This offense will really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Looking for 6. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw. The catch is made. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. They continue to roll up the score.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And now the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but then lose the football to the 16. It'll be first down. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to
looking for the end zone. Has a lane. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They test the middle, but gets stuck. That run goes nowhere. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Well, the energy really building now, Cricket. They're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Point after, knocked right through.
13.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Ruled out of bounds at the 45. Good enough for a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is they can't get this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
What a Great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which
cannot escape the pass rush there. Brought down for a short loss.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run, but this time he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
Catch made on the left side. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the read. He'll pitch it. He's got room to run. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This is an honest sign for LSU. The Crimson Tide beginning to really roll now, Kirk, and pull away here.
Chris, we thought this would be a highly contested game with both these teams typically at the top of the SEC standings, but give Alabama a lot of credit. Everything going their way today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, looks up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a conversion here by this offense. You know, the ball was thrown short of the first down marker. Shows you the trust this quarterback has in this receiver. Makes the catch, and then a great effort there to pick up the yards after the catch for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings that 4th down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down, bringing pressure. Oh, and they'll trap him back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost them 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Now it's 2nd down here.
29 Philly.
Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Lets it go quickly. Touchdown! Bama. They finish off the scoring drive.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.